Receiver Chase Claypool was traded from Pittsburgh to Chicago. The Steelers got a 2023 second-round pick in return for trading away Chase Claypool. I like this trade, kind of for both teams, actually. I don't love it for Pittsburgh. We'll talk about that later, actually, during the Ask Zach Patreon question part of the show. I think Pittsburgh kind of ran out of patience while waiting for Chase Claypool to develop even further. They also still have Deontay Johnson at receiver and George Pickens, so they've got talent at receiver. They draft really well at receiver. I think they're confident they can replace him. They got a second-round pick for him, which is pretty decent, actually. That being said, so Pittsburgh, it's solid. It could be worse. Chicago, I feel like, am I the only person who likes Chase Claypool? I've got a lot of messages, people like, can you believe the Bears gave up so much to get him? I'm like, so much to get him? What? Chase Claypool's awesome. And the Bears need a receiver, and I don't know they're guaranteed to get a receiver as talented as Chase Claypool with that second-round pick. Oh, yeah, by the way, you got the rest of the year for Chase Claypool and Justin Fields to develop chemistry. Chase Claypool's a big receiver, 6'4". He can make big catches downfield. He can run the ball. The dude has a ton of potential. And so I'm excited. I look at this trade, I'm like, this is sweet. I love Chicago is supporting their young quarterback, Justin Fields. They got him help. Seriously, this trade made me so happy. I was like, this is awesome. And the offense in Chicago has so much potential. They've got two powerful running backs, David Montgomery and Khalil Herbert. They create a ton of yards after contact. That means their running backs run for yards after getting hit. And if you don't block perfectly for Khalil Herbert or David Montgomery, they're still going to find a way to run for yards. I've seen it happen. I've watched a lot of the Bears offense this year. Two awesome running backs. Then they have now Chase Claypool at receiver, this big physical guy, paired with a speedy receiver, Darnell Mooney. They complement each other very well. Darnell Mooney, not very big, but gets behind defenders. Chase Claypool is a jump ball receiver who can make big plays. You got N'Keal Harry, a guy who's a former first-round pick who I'm skeptical of, but N'Keal Harry has talent. He was a first-round pick for a reason, and he still could maybe develop into some kind of weapon for Chicago. And then you got Cole Kmet at tight end. I mean, Justin Fields now, you blink and you're like, holy crap, there's actually a decent offense around Justin Fields suddenly. And it's amazing how that one move, because of the skill set Chase Claypool has, he complements Darnell Mooney so well. They're going to work great together. I love it. I love it so much. I'm so happy. I've been really tracking the progress the Bears offense has been making. And I started the year saying, I feel bad for Justin Fields. They didn't support him at all. And they did. They got him a receiver. One I like that I'm excited about who fits really well with Justin Fields and that offense in Chicago. So I just think I'm over the moon. I think it's a great move. I love what Ryan Poles did here, going to get Chase Claypool, and I think it's awesome. Devin writes in. Devin says this. Zach, if I was a Bears fan, I would be extremely excited trading a second-round pick for Chase Claypool. As a Steelers fan, I don't like this Chase Claypool move, however. I am uncomfortable getting rid of a weapon who is getting way better with Kenny Pickett at quarterback. Plus, Kenny Pickett is en route to throw the most passes by a rookie quarterback in NFL history, and he didn't even start until week 5. Getting rid of Chase Claypool, I believe, adds even more weight to Pickett's shoulders in a developmental year. With this said, this is obviously a sign that the Steelers are calling this season a wash and a rebuilding year. If this extra second-round pick gives Pittsburgh the capital to make a move for Jordan Addison, Kenny's wide receiver number 1 in college, should they do it? Or should they invest in the offensive line and take a wide receiver in a later round, given how good they are getting late-round receivers? There's good and bad to this trade, man, and this trade makes me feel more bad than good. As always, I will look forward to the next show, Devin. Dude, I love this move for Chicago, and it feels like Pittsburgh made a big mistake trading Chase Claypool away. Oh, okay. Well, now you need another receiver. I don't know why you got rid of a perfectly good wide receiver who is making progress and getting better when now all you have to do is get another one. I love the thought of them getting Jordan Addison, the guy who went to Pittsburgh, transferred to USC, used to play with Kenny Pickett. He's an incredible receiver. If you can get him, the Steelers should. And you're going to see teams are just going to make as many trades as possible to get receivers because receivers are at an all-time high value-wise. Look at what happens when you add Tyreek Hill to Miami. They're now a contender. Receivers make a huge difference. The only thing I can maybe see with Pittsburgh, Chase Claypool was deeper into a rookie contract, and maybe they looked around and were like, look, we got George Pickens, Deontay Johnson, and Chase Claypool. We can't pay everyone. We got to pick and choose our receivers, and maybe we get a better rookie receiver on a different contract next year who would save us money. It might be a money thing. I don't know. The move sucks. I think it hurts Kenny Pickett's development for sure. The only way I actually think I ever like this move, I think Pittsburgh made a big mistake. Unless, here's a big if this move leads to Pittsburgh getting Jordan Addison, the receiver who used to play with Kenny Pickett in college, who plays at USC now, if this trade leads to them getting Jordan Addison, hey, it's a great move. Otherwise, terrible move. I don't like it. I think it's great for Chicago. I think I got a great receiver who's going to help their offense and make a big impact. And I think you're hurting. You're playing with fire. You're messing with the development of your young rookie quarterback, Kenny Pickett, and I just do not like that. It's deeply uncomfortable and scary to me.